How's it going, everybody? Probably haven't seen that screen or heard this theme song for quite a while. Game Dev Peon's coffee chats have been kind of on hiatus for quite some time now. There's been a lot going on for me, but I figured it's probably about time to bring them back. It's something that I enjoyed doing when I started streaming in February of last year. And yeah, it just seems like the right time to possibly bring it back. We've had some cool channel milestones over the last week or so, and it seems like I know that this series was one of my more popular series when I first started. At that time, though, the viewership was just so low that across the channel altogether that it was hard to really have a conversation with people. But as my channel has continued to grow a little bit, I'm hoping we can get some more dialogue going on between me and the community. I figured this is a good place to do it. Also, there's just been a lot going on for me career-wise and stuff, which does fall under the category of the Coffee Chat umbrella. If you're not familiar with this is a series where I kind of just do it, kind of just a chill stream where I just kind of hang out and talk to you guys about the topics of the day and stuff like that. I don't play any games during this stream, so if you're looking for gameplay, then you probably want to hit up one of my other streams, which are all over my channel everywhere, so take your pick. I would recommend the 20 Years Later series that just went, it just had its first episode last week. I'll probably bring that one up in the channel today, so hopefully everybody checks that out, because that's a big video for me. Let's go ahead and get into the studio. As you can see, it's kind of a dark day out there. It's trying to figure out whether it wants to rain or not. Right now it's still kind of iffy. I went out and got coffee in the morning. Coffee chat, it is technically coffee chat. I've got a little bit of coffee left here, but it is almost gone, so we're gonna have to do something about that. But yeah, let me invite you into the studio here. Had to do a little work on this scene because the last time I did this scene, I had a totally different setup. I didn't have this widescreen monitor that you're seeing here, so we've added in had to update all my settings for sharing the screen, because that is one thing I do in this series. I share my screen quite a bit. We do a lot of different things. We talk about gaming news, game industry news, news about me and Yuuki, stuff that we're up to, just, you know, because this is a coffee chat, pretty much anything goes. I also will be talking about game art and stuff like that. I'll talk about what I can about work. There's a lot of stuff for work that I can't talk about just because, you know, there's NDAs and things that prevent me from talking about a lot of things. But yeah, I will talk about the things that I can. And you know, when things change down the line, you know, as things get announced and things like that, then we'll be able to talk a little bit more freely about what I'm up to. But yeah, for the time being, I can only give you the broad strokes, but yeah, so yeah, it's probably, I don't know, it's probably been, I would guess, take a guess, like four months or so since I've done one of these, probably. No, you know what? It probably would have been 5 months, because I think I'm just coming close to my 6-month anniversary working at the current studio that I'm at, and I really was pretty exhausted by the whole job finding experience. As we talked about on this series quite a bit, I can't remember what episode we're up to, but I think we're probably up to like episode 20 something at this point. There's been a lot of ups and downs in the game industry over the last like year or two, and we talked about a lot of those on some of the earlier episodes. Being what the daily headlines were and stuff at the time, and then considering my current, well, at the time, current status of looking for work, I was on something called garden leave for a while at my last company. It's a term that I wasn't familiar as an American. I don't think it's really an American type of thing, because in America we just fire people instead of giving them time to find a new job. But yeah, it was a form of, it was like being laid off, but you get to still get a paycheck for the remaining months, and in my case it was 3 months. I was basically working as a art outsource manager for a small Australian studio that had some big connections. They're working on some pretty big, cool stuff. Super nice people. They did everything they could to help me through the situation. It was simply a thing of they were planning on doing quite a bit of outsourcing, so they hired me as an art outsourcing manager. And their needs just kind of changed, and they decided they were going to have to do most of their stuff in-house without much help from outsource. That meant having somebody that full-time was focused on the outsourcing part of it. Just kind of didn't really make much sense, and yeah, unfortunately that meant my job. So they did give me plenty of time to search. Search I did, successful I was, but yeah, it was not without its stresses. It was a pretty stressful experience, not knowing where the industry was. The opportunities in Japan here just seem to kind of be dwindling. There's definitely some stuff going on here, and that's what I eventually became a part of here. I currently work for Tencent Japan. I'm working for a team in Osaka. It's a newer team. It started last year. We're under the famous developer Hideaki Tsuno from Capcom. He is my direct report, so like he's my direct boss. That's who approves my sick days and stuff when I take sick days, and I do take sick days sometimes. So he is a super nice guy. I'm really hoping we can do something special there. As bosses go, he's about as good as they get. Super, despite his fame, because he's been through a lot. He came up with the whole Dragon's Dogma 2. He was very much in charge of Devil May Cry for all those years, but he's done a lot of older stuff too, stuff that I played back in the day when I was in high school doing PS1. I remember playing that Star Gladiator fighting game. It was like a 3D PlayStation fighting game, and apparently that was one of his first games. Power Stone was his, I believe. Yeah, quite a few older games. Rival Schools was one that I really liked. That was his as well. But yeah, it's a brand new office. It's here in Osaka. I'm actually the environment art lead for a AAA project that we're working on. It's a brand new franchise. We have a team in Osaka and a team in Tokyo. So I'm actually in the process right now of trying to build a team, an environment team between Osaka and Tokyo. So if anybody would happen to see this that is an environment artist and looking for work in Japan, please hit me up through any of my communication channels. I can't really say anything beyond that aside from it's a AAA game. Those are the people that are creating it. We've got a lot of top talent from that he brought with him from Capcom. We've got people from Konami. We've got people from Kojima Studios. Yeah, we've got a really solid group. One unique thing about this position is that it's a Japanese-only office, so we don't really... We actually have a rule that we're not supposed to speak anything other than Japanese in the office. It's not always the case. People do tend to slip into their own language. Because we're owned by Tencent, it's a Chinese company, so there are a lot of Chinese developers too. I would say the majority is Japanese, probably about, I don't know, maybe 70% Japanese, 25%, trying to do my math in my head here, 25% Chinese, and then about 5% other people like me. I'm the outsider here. I'm the foreigner. I'm the only American on the team right now, although one of my buddies is interviewing, so hopefully he gets in, and then there will be two of us, and we can slowly start to take over. No, I'm just joking. We're not going to do that. But yeah, let me actually see. Didn't pull it up, but let's see if I can find we actually started a new page. So it's called Lightspeed Studios. That's our studio name. We're in Umeda, which is a really cool place to work. It's quite a commute, but let's see. I think this is the old page. Yeah, this is an old page. There's a new page. Let's see. Yeah, here we go, and I am front and center here. It's weird. It still feels weird to see my face on these, but yeah. As you can see here, we'll refresh this. There is me, and this is Mr. Itsuno himself. We've got a bunch of other really cool developers here. This is Daigo Ikeno. He's a really famous concept artist. He's an art director as well. You will know a lot of his work if you've seen a lot of Street Fighter cabinet art, game boxes, things like that. He's a lot of that is his. That's the spot where I work. Funny thing, I am not in this picture. I was here this day. This was a day of the photo shoot, but I actually I mixed up the time we were taking the photo shoot. I was told that it was going to be at 4 p.m. So I thought, okay, cool, I can get a little bit of a walk in because I'm still trying to hit my steps. Not doing a very good job of it recently, but at that time I was still trying to hit 10,000 steps every day, and I thought, okay, I've got time for a 30-minute walk. Went out for the walk. As I'm coming back into the building, I realized that everybody's just coming back from the photo shoot on the roof, and I was like, oh crap, I totally missed out. Can you guys like Photoshop me in later? But no, we had a couple other people that weren't in it, so I got featured in some other stuff as well. But yeah, this is the page. Oh, it looks like we've got an English version. I didn't even know we had an English version. Let's see. From Jan, we aspire to convey to the world emotion that's never been experienced before. Wow, that's a lot for me to live up to. I will do my best at that, though. I do think we have some really awesome stuff going on, but I can't talk about any of it. So that's about where this conversation stops and finishes. But the reason I bring it up is just because, as anybody knows who's been laid off or in a challenging job market, and the Japanese job market right now is the same as the American for the game industry. It's pretty rough. A lot of studio closures. NetEase is totally gone from Japan now. Praise the Lord. I'm not a big fan of NetEase. They did not treat me well. Ubisoft did treat me well, though. Ubisoft Osaka, that's who brought me over here, where I was the senior art lead for about 3 years. Unfortunately, they had to close their doors too earlier this year. So it's with all the stuff going on, it's just been a really rough time to be looking for a job. And I think that's kind of why I had to put Coffee Chat on a bit of a hiatus, because the stress levels for me were just too high. Like everybody is probably familiar with LinkedIn, but especially if you work in the game industry, LinkedIn is the place to go to really find work pretty reliably. That's I think probably about 80% of the work that I found has all been from LinkedIn, recruiters hitting me up and stuff. The other 20% I would say would probably be from just connections, people I met in school or at other companies and stuff. But yeah, I would have to wake up every single morning, and at the time, you know, when you're on garden leave, you're one key point of it is that they don't require you to do any work, so no work is being assigned to you, but you are still getting paid. So it's basically your job is to get your affairs in order and try to find where you're going next. So that was super nice of the people at Ultimate Studios, where I was working I was working remotely from Japan with an Australian company. A lot of people don't know, but the time zones are actually very close, only about an hour off or so. So that worked out really well, and I would wake up every morning, look at LinkedIn, try to see if there was any opportunities, reply to emails, try to get interviews with places, and also while I'd be doing that, I'd be looking at like the headlines of more studio closures. My LinkedIn feed was just insane, just totally overflowing with really talented artists that I knew, that I looked up to, that a lot of them that mentored me, that were posting that they had been laid off and they were having trouble finding work in the States and in Europe and in Japan. and it just seemed like a little bit of a hopeless thing. I really started thinking about possibly looking into other industries and stuff, but yeah, I was able to get an interview with Tencent Japan. It took quite a while, but I was able to get through all the different interviews, and now I'm about 6 months in or so and starting to build a team. I went to Tokyo Game Show for the very first time about what was it? Maybe about a month ago now. The end of last month. Not quite a month yet, but I was there for 4 days. I work in Osaka, but we have a team in Tokyo too. So of course we have online meetings and stuff, but I need to go there sometimes to meet people in person. Went there for a day to go visit the office in Tokyo. Did 2 days at Tokyo Game Show, where I got to walk the floor and see what was going on with that. I had some meetings and stuff with people, potential partners or potential people we might work with in the future. And also just got to kind of hang out and enjoy the scene. It's a very different scene. I've got some footage here. This is not my own footage. I will go ahead and throw a shout out here to Genki Gamer. They're the ones that uploaded this footage. I have a bunch of footage too that I'll probably pull up in a different video, but it has like a lot of coworkers of mine also in it, and I don't know if all of them want to be on camera and stuff. So for the time being, I'm just going to go ahead and play this in the background. But this is what Tokyo Game Show was like. So and sorry, on my monitor here, I think so YouTube always has an issue where it just does not play smooth when it's pulled up on like a video. But yeah, it was kind of weird to go to Tokyo Game Show for the first time, because I had gone to E3 for 10 years plus or so in America, and slowly like the culture kind of changed. When I first started going, I think one of the first ones I went to is like the one where God of War 3 was announced, and they had all the footage of that. There was like one of the Uncharted games was there. But we're talking like booth babes everywhere, like cosplay for the booths, really elaborate booths where people are, they really go to town and really kind of like build whole sets that mimic parts of the game. And as I went over the years, slowly that stuff just got diminished more and more. Obviously the booth babe thing in America is kind of like a controversial thing. It was getting kind of out of control towards the end, I would say. I do remember a year where in LA, Spearmint Rhino, the strip club in LA that's really famous, they had their own booth and they were handing out coupons and stuff. So yeah, I can see how it was kind of getting a little bit out of control. But I mean, I can say as somebody who lives in Japan here, that I am okay with the booth girls. We'll just say I have a more Japanese state of mind on that one. I know it might not be a popular opinion, but I think it kind of gets into the mood of the show. Just kind of becomes more of like an event. And yeah, get to see some really cool, passionate cosplayers. Cosplayers in Japan too, they are legit. Most of them are full-time cosplayers, I think. Like that's their main thing. They had a lot of guys there too that had really cool costumes, like some of these people you're seeing on stage. And I could tell that they were having a really good time on the stage. This was like what they like. This is a stage for them to kind of show off their crafts. So there's good things about the whole cosplay scene too. As long as it's not done in a bad way. But yeah, it was really cool. My favorite booth was the Dragon Quest booth, because I'm a big Dragon Quest guy. No business connections or anything there. I was just there as a fan who wanted to see what I could get from the booth. I got a little slime magnet type thing, and I got my picture up on the Dragon Quest 7 boat, because they're remaking the Dragon Quest 7 now. They had Dragon Quest 1 and 2, the combo pack that they were showing off there, and then 7 They had these really cool puppets. I don't know if it'll pop up in this video, but if not, I'll try to put some pictures in on a different coffee chat. But they had these puppets that are probably about like this big or so, hand carved puppets that had like real fabric clothes and everything like that. And those are the actual. I didn't know when I was seeing them at on the floor because they were just like in a glass case, but they had the whole cast there. Those were actually being photo scanned and brought into the game, and that's what the character models are in game. I thought they were just kind of a cool display, but those were the actual ones used to make the photo scans. So yeah, they have a whole video on their YouTube channel. If anyone's interested, check it out on the YouTube channel for Square Enix. It was a lot of fun though. I was happy to go. It was pretty exhausting though because, like I said, I had one day in the office in Tokyo, so Tencent got me a hotel right near the office, and then TGS Tokyo Game Show is in Makuhari Messe, which is like in Chiba, so it's quite a distance. So my second day, I stayed in the hotel there, and then I had another meeting on Saturday back in the Tokyo office. I had to do a presentation, and I had to switch my hotel again. So I was at 3 different hotels over 4 days, which was pretty exhausting. And then on top of that, I went back to Osaka for one day, did some streaming, did our normal group stream, and then the next day we went off to Miyajima for 2 days, me and Yuuki, for our couple anniversary, and did the whole Miyajima thing that we do every year. This is our 5th year going. We met a real live fox inside of a shrine. He just approached us, which is really crazy if you know anything about Japanese culture, because or if you've just played Ghost of Tsushima, you probably know what I'm talking about, because there's a reason that in Ghost of Tsushima you find the wild foxes and then they lead you to the shrines, because they're supposed to be guardians of the shrine. And me and Yuuki were sitting there, probably right. There's a large what is it? It's called a. Let me see if I can find a picture of it for you here. It's like a big red gate. Let's see, Miyajima gate. Yeah, this one here. I'm sure everybody has seen this before, but yeah, this one here. So during the day you can actually walk here like this, but then at nighttime it becomes submerged. So this is what it looks like normally. So we were sitting there, and there's a lot of deer that are around there. So this is inside of a really famous shrine there, and it was probably about 11:30 at night, and we just happened to be approached by a wild fox that came right up in front of us. We have it on video. It's another one I might have to pull out and put into a video clip or something. But yeah, we were taking a time-lapse video behind us on a stand, kind of just sitting there having a drink together. There was nobody else in sight. It was very rare for Miyajima because usually there's a lot of people even at that time. But it was a very quiet day, and we were just enjoying the view, the nighttime view there. And a wild fox came right in front of us. There's only probably about this much space between us and the bench we were sitting on in front, and then a drop off to the beach below. So, and the fox actually walked within that space and looked at us. It seemed like he kind of wanted something. We didn't really know what to do because we had never expected to see a fox. I've never even heard of foxes being there. It's not something that I've asked some people. Oh, here's those figures I was talking about right here. Yeah, these are the ones. Yeah, these are the scans that they did in game. They used these to scan from. A really cool technique. I did not get to see him. I wish I would have gotten to see him. That was cool. But yeah, I've never, because the next day after it happened, we were like, thought it was a really cool thing, because foxes are supposed to be the guardians of the shrines, and then it's considered really good luck to meet a fox. They're supposed to bring good fortune to you, and he was a nice fox. He he definitely wanted some food or something. The only thing we had on us were like some like senbei type cracker type things. So we kind of not really sure what to do, because also it is a wild animal. It is a fox, so we're there. A little bit of panic was also in there, but we took a really quick, got in my bag while he was waiting there, and I tossed him one of the crackers, and he chomped it up happily. Gave him a couple more, and then he was on his way. Jumped back up into the trees. Big bushy tail, a real life Japanese fox, and then he was gone. And we were the next day. We're looking for a fox. Like a stuffed animal or some type of little statue or something that we could take home with us as kind of like a memento for it. And we only found one on the whole island. It's not like they're famous for being on Miyajima or anything, it doesn't seem, but they are all over Japan, but I've never seen one before. I've talked to quite a few people about it after it happened, and it does seem like a really rare occurrence, so hopefully we have some good luck coming our way. But yeah, Tokyo Game Show was a ton of fun, but yeah, we did Miyajima right after it, and then we did Okayama for one day after 2 days of Miyajima, where we went back to Yuuki's hometown. So busy, a lot going on. Work has been really crazy too. Been a lot of stuff going on, trying to get a lot of things decided, but yeah, I can't really talk too much about that. I'm not sure what game this is. This might be the NetEase game that this might have been in development when I was at the company. I'm not sure. I did not look at this one on the floor, but yeah. Not really quite sure what that one is, but yeah, so it's been a really good to be back to work, and things make me feel a little less stressed out to talk about the game industry, because I do have a very nice position now that I am enjoying. I do have to go to the office though every single day, so where I was working at home before, which gave me a lot of time to work on my channel. I do have to commute to work every day, and I am in a big building. We have a super nice building. That's a brand new building where we're have all the amenities you need. We have a konbini inside of our studio and everything like that, or inside the building of the studio, and anything you could really want. It's in a perfect location, lots of food and stuff like that, but it is still going into the office, where I'm used to working from home. So there's been a lot of adjustment that had to go with that, and it's just kind of tiring going back and forth every day on the train. Yuuki helps me out, and she gives me a ride to the station every day, but it's still really tiring. So I've kind of had to adjust and get used to trying to create content for the channel while also doing full-time work. There's this Zelda game. This Zelda booth was pretty cool too. I didn't do any demos or anything like that while I was there. I play enough unfinished games for a living. I don't really feel the need to play more unfinished games, so I usually just am a viewer in these type of situations. But yeah, I have been trying to hang in there, but obviously the uploads have slowed down quite a bit from the time that I was at home every day, where I would get an upload every single day without fail. So the channel has the views have gone up and down, quite down a lot of times when I haven't been as active, but I just had a really big milestone on my channel this last week. I'd like to show you guys that as well, so let me switch over here. Thank you to what was this? One more time I'll say this channel, Genki Gamer, for letting me borrow your footage there. I wouldn't quite call it a reaction video, but I don't have any footage up, so that was nice to have that there. Here, let me pause that. Yeah, so as you can see, this is where we're at right now. I was stuck around like 180 for a long time while I was busy with work, only getting... we've been consistently doing weekend live streams where we do 5-man groups. We've been doing that, been getting a lot of live streams up, but actually getting produced thumbnails that are created, produced videos with thumbnails and edited content has been really challenging, and yeah, I haven't been too consistent with it, but I had some stuff that I've been working on in the background. I've been trying to do kind of a whole channel refresh where I really plotted out my course through all the World of Warcraft expansions that we're going to be doing. I'm going to do a full video on the path through everything, but it's still been kind of developing little by little as I've been going on. That's why I've kind of held off for it. I thought I'd have this guy out to you guys a lot sooner, but there's still some stuff that I've figured out, like this Legion remix dropping all of a sudden on me. That was a big one because now I'm currently adding that in here too, so I need to add that to this as well. But I've been working on a bunch of stuff for the channel. Like this is the general right now. So we've got our group streams going. We've got the solo streams that support the group stream, trade skills, things like that. This is that video I was talking about that I uploaded the other day, and it was my first video to cross the 1,000 mark. So thank you to everybody that gave that video a watch. Episode 1, that is. This is episode 2 here that hasn't dropped yet. But yeah, this is a 2-hour edited video where it's kind of like a, you know those like WoW Remastered channels that do a lot of AI graphics for certain areas in WoW and set it to music. It's kind of something like that, but like instead of setting it to music, I'm matching it up with my gameplay. So for example, like if I'm running through Silver Pine Forest or something and a wolf starts chasing me, then I'll cut to an AI cinematic of like a wolf chasing me in a place that looks like Silver Pine. I add in sound effects, just try to kind of make it more immersive. I think the final version probably had 30 to 40 cutscenes mixed in over two hours. Episode 2 is about an hour and 45. We've got slowly what this is going to be doing is all the members of the 5-man group stream, LFG. We have Alliance on episode 16 right now, and then we have Horde, which we now have on episode 6. That's another thing I need to get into this chart too, because we keep on putting other stuff in. But all of these members will slowly show up in that series. Episode 2, we have Gelders showing up. That's our priest here. This guy here. This is my buddy Villainous, friend from real life. But in episode 2, we're actually going to meet up. We're in search of an old friend, and we do meet up, and it's a really interesting episode. I've got the rough cut done for that. I need to add AI cutscenes and then some atmospheric sounds and stuff to it. And I hope to have that out sometime like within the next week or so. But I've got a bunch of other videos that I need to get up to. So we basically, it's not on the chart yet, but we have the LFG version for Horde as well, where we're mainly a Tauren group, but we have an undead in there and an orc as well. And then I have the kind of solo partner version of that, where I do trade skills and stuff like that, leveling up for that Tauren as well. So quite a bit to go, but yeah, I took some time in my time away from Coffee Chat to kind of plan out all the different characters I'm playing. All these playthroughs are started now. They're all in progress. I already have at least one episode filmed of each of those. We have our plan to continue those on, adding 2 characters in for Burning Crusade, and then we'll add one more character in for a Death Knight. And then at 500 subscribers, as you've been seeing down below, the new series, the Classic Hardcore, I'm going to start that. So that's a one death and you're done type of thing. To make it a series, though, I'll probably run multiple times because I'm guessing I'll probably die pretty soon. But beyond that, so I've gotten all the OBS scenes, all the art and everything done for all of these. Upgraded a lot of the older ones as I was going to bring them up to the quality of the newer ones. Now I'm going through here. I've got this one done. I'm working on this one right now. I'm also working on this one right now, as far as creating the OBS scenes and the art that goes along with them, like the opening sequences, things like that, that I will be using. I wonder if I've got one that I can show you, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If if I can't find it really quick, I'll give up on it. But let's see if I can find one. Sorry, I'm on my monitor down below right now. Let's see. Yeah, I've been making a lot. So I've kind of decided that all playthroughs need to be duo playthroughs, as in like they need to have the Horde and the Alliance characters together. Like this is our one for 20th Anniversary Classic Taste of Vanilla series, but we have other ones now too. Like I've done the same with my retail characters. I don't think this one's debuted yet, but both of these series are ongoing. Those are our Cataclysm characters side by side. We've got our, let's see, this one has already debuted. I think we're on about episode 15 or so of this one. Battle for Azeroth, but this is the deal. Like these are the things that I'm kind of making. Here's one of our more recent ones that we just kicked off recently. We got our evil little bastard warlock gnome. I had to figure a cool way to play a gnome without being too squeaky and annoying, so I just made him a dirty evil little bastard, and it's kind of helping. I'm into the character more now. Let's see, we have any other ones I can show? No, not there, but we do have been doing some Legion remix too. Testing. Oh, that's a sound test. So I've learned the hard way. You need to do sound tests every single time that you're doing these, because a lot of the episodes recently have had sound issues. I made the mistake of when I went to Tokyo Game Show, I unplugged this laptop that I have here, because this is all on a laptop, as you can see here. Right here, let me see. Yeah, as you can see, this is a laptop and it's hooked into all 4 of these monitors. So the thought was, I'm going on a business trip. I'll take that with me, and then when I'm in the hotel, I can get some channel work done, since that's where all my stuff is stored. But bad idea, because when you come back from your trip, a little close for you guys. Sorry about that there. Yeah, when you come back from your trip, you have to plug everything back in, and then all of a sudden OBS is wondering what the hell's going on, because we had nothing plugged into it. Now we've got all these other things plugged in, and apparently what it does is it resets all your audio settings, what points to what. So coming back from that, I've had a few episodes that really had some trash audio. I've cleaned up a couple of them that could be saved. I had to scrap one episode, and then I just released one. Well, it's releasing tomorrow, but it's got really low group audio, so it's like you can hear me and the music and the sound effects fine, but the group members are just really low. But I think we've got it all figured out. I have been basically just every single time I sit down to record an episode, I sit down and just do a couple little audio tests to make sure that the sound is working properly and recording right. Because sometimes it sounds good to everybody who's on Discord with me, but yeah, the monorail was just going by outside. I think we just missed it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to rain yet, at least. It does still look a little dark, though, so there might be rain on the way. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to recently. We are still hanging in there. We're going to be doing a lot more with the channel. But I want to get back in the habit of doing these coffee chats where we just hang out. Currently, I'm not doing them live because, like, if I just have a bunch of random friends popping in, it kind of derails the conversation a little bit. But if we can get a decent following, or people that comment in the YouTube comments, because that is where I need the help. If you guys can take the time to go to the YouTube channel, and we'll pull that up here as well. Go to the YouTube channel. And help me out. I'm at 201 subscribers right now. I have to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can actually show you where things are right now, so you know. When it comes to watch time, like this month I've had 227 hours of watch time, but I can also see that on the let's see, what is this? The by year? I'm used to looking at this on my mobile phone, not on desktop, so it's a little strange here. But yeah, as you can see here, where are we? Trying to look for the okay, yeah, there's the total number right there. We're at 3,243 hours of watch time this year, from February until October, where we are right now. So that means I will clear the 4,000 goal for watch time. I just need some help in the subscriber category. It's not even subscription, it's just a follow, just hitting the follow button. You don't even have to turn the alarm on, it will still count, but I do prefer that you turn the alarm on. But yeah, if I get that, I will be monetized, and then that will be a little bit of a boost to me, where I can spend a little bit more time making more content for you guys and stuff. So please do hit up the YouTube channel. I'll zoom in here for you. I need to redo this banner. This banner was made like right when I started my channel, the very first day. It needs an update. But yeah, this is that video I was referring to here. And actually here, I can, let's give you a little preview of what type of video it is here. Let me give you some sound. So this is how it opens. We'll only watch like the first 2 or 3 minutes here. Yeah, this is a continuation of the classic series, and we are going to follow this into Midnight. This will be the main character that I take through the Midnight expansion. As you can see, the cool Midnight hat that I'm rocking that Yuuki got me for my 45th birthday the other day. But yeah, this is the style, and then from here it just kind of opens like a normal Game Dev Peon episode. For those of you who watch my normal channel, you would be very familiar with that. I do love my Peon's Arcade opening, so I'm keeping that. How's it going, everybody? It's kind of how I like to start for the channel. Show. But yeah, I'll show you a couple more. So that's the start of the episode, and from there it just picks right up. Kind of meshing gameplay and just having these type of cinematics, right? And here we are. We have arrived in retail. In this version, I am kind of doing more of like a semi role play, I'd say. Like I'm usually talking in the first person, like it's happening to me, but it's kind of like a hybrid though, because I am talking about different, what's going on in WoW, and I do have chats with friends and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a mix of both, really. But it's our same boy. He's yeah, as you can see here, a lot of the sound effects have all been added in. Get off me, buddy. Like all the ocean sounds and stuff like that, just to try to like kind of make it, as you can see, a little more atmospheric. Stabby Peon's technique has improved. But yeah, I am taking the character from level 1 up to 80. So today, after the we write that off as just saying that he's a little waterlogged and has lost. He does seem to have picked up some new moves. You may even say some transitions up here, better animated moves. He does seem to have evolved a bit as well. Obviously, when you see the video, it'll be higher frame rate than this. It's just showing on YouTube. Our same boy. He's a little weird. Coming back home. Not sure what this is about. Yeah, and this is a good example of how I'm blending things together here. These are added in after the fact at key points, like where I feel like there's something that should have a cutscene.
your perspective. Wait, why are you beating that guy up though? Homeless.
Yeah, and then so the first episode we go through there. We meet up with
Are you kidding
people
me?
in the forest.
Are these bandits or are these Defias? I kind of feel like these might still be Defias. I think I'm going to have to put a stop to this.
And then we do some Northshire Abbey for a bit, which was a lot of fun. That area has changed a lot. So
head out there and kill every goblin that you see.
yeah, like here's one, like these
They
goblin
need to learn that nobody
assassins.
messes with the Alliance.
Safe travel. All right, as I mentioned before, some of the Alliance faction still has their problem with the Horde, and these guys are infiltrating, so this must be a rogue faction of goblins that doesn't really care about the current threat of the Void and is back up to old things. So we're gonna put them where they belong, in the ground.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
sir.
so that's a pretty good example of what it is.
Peon,
So just think
as
about
I
like
said,
2 hours
has
of that
no
type
problem
of
with
content.
cold-blooded
It's just
murder.
something new I'm trying.
What do you
But yeah,
want, sir?
it did pass all expectations that I had for it, and not only was it my first video to ever pass 1,000, but it also passed 2,000. It's at currently, I think, 2020 or so. So it has slowed down now, but I'm really happy with how it's done. So we're going to be doing more of that. Please comment here if you want more as well, just so I can hear your thoughts or things you'd like me to change. But yeah, that's what I've been getting up to on the channel. As always, you can see all of my, oh, here we go. We gotta bring this up. Here's my wife's channel right here. Here's Yuki's channel. She also, we need to get her channel a little more active because, as you can see, she's only got 27 subscribers there. But she's doing really, really cool stuff. She's a first-time WoW player. She's never played WoW in her life, but she's getting up there now. She's like level 34 now on her Alliance character. Her orc here is at like 20-something. She's also playing retail as well. This is one of our 5-man group streams here. But yeah, please give her your support. Her channel name is Fighting Unicorn right here. But yeah, please show some love to her. She deserves it. She hasn't found her way to hit the YouTube algorithm yet, but she has been posting a lot of videos. She's got a lot of World of Warcraft, but she also does a lot of other stuff too. Like she does videos here where she cooks. This is a hilarious t-shirt for those of you who can read it. It says, "Ima kara negi de kimi o naguru." That means, oh, kisama o nigiri, or naguru. So basically, I'm going to hit you from now with an onion. That's what that says in Japanese. So that is very much her type of a shirt. Luckily, she doesn't seem to be working with onions today, so I don't think I'm going to be hit with an onion. But yeah, she just has a chat, hangs out in Twitch chat, does cooking. She makes my lunches for work. She's my everything. She deserves the support. She is a super cool creator as well. She also does some of these too. Like we went to the YouTube or the One Piece live show at Universal Studios Japan. So she does kind of like vlogs of us, what we're doing and where we're going. You can see some of Japan. Went on the Spy Family ride, which was really cool. This is a VR coaster for Spy Family. So yeah, come check her channel out too, because there's a lot of cool stuff, and she's kind of hilarious. We did a Spy Family scavenger hunt. You can learn some Japanese on her channel. Yeah, these are the scare zones that they have as well. Went on the Chainsaw Man. Was it? Yeah, Chainsaw Man 4D show was really cool. But yeah, this was our talking about what happened after. I think there's a picture of it here. Let's see. Yeah, USJ is Universal Studios Japan is really cool. They have this whole area, and it's like, this just feels like home to me right here. It doesn't feel so much like something different. It just feels like, oh, I'm back in California for a second. But yeah, so this was the Chainsaw Man 4D theater that we went to. Chainsaw Man 4D. It was pretty cool. They got in character and they pretended like it was a USJ attraction that was just for Halloween, and then partway through, the cast of Chainsaw Man is supposedly in the audience with you, and that's when it turns out that like a devil has actually gotten into the theme park ride and basically has taken over the show, and they have to save you. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty I mean, they had limits, but it was pretty gory for a Universal Studios Japan thing. But yeah, please give some support to her. I think that's where we're going to end our episode today because we've talked quite a bit today. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Got my Stitch background there. I do love Stitch. I was really tired the other night. I watched Lilo and Stitch for the first time, the live action one. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and it finally came to Disney Plus, but I was just like super tired that day, and I ended up falling asleep. I had a little bit of a cold, so I need to watch it again and pay attention. But yeah, that is where we're going to end this one today, so thank you for hanging out. Let's take a look outside and see what's going out there. Looks like we got some people walking by. Sorry to get you guys on camera there, but the construction is continuing on the building in front of our place. They've taken down the middle part at least, so maybe the other two sides will start to be finished. It's really ugly. Looks like the Division, the Dark Zone. But yeah, I'm gonna get this episode up probably today because we haven't had one of these for a while. But thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let's do this more often. The coffee. Let's see here. Coffee is complete. Perfect timing, just like a pro. Haven't missed a beat, have I? Actually, though, I think I may have gained a little bit of weight. I need to work on that. So I'll go back and look at the last episode of Coffee Chat and compare. Living at home and eating is a lot better than going to a company every day. Yuuki makes me bentos every day, but a lot of times I end up going out with coworkers and stuff because we continue to talk about work while we eat. So yeah, I need to get some steps. So I'm going to get to it. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.